And welcome back to the beautiful Dorman Arena as it is time for the Cavaliers to finally take the floor. They've watched a lot of good basketball all day. Now it's time for them to defend their home court here against Rocky River out of North Carolina. Marcus Burnett, appreciate you joining us here on SUVtv for day one of the Farm Bureau Insurance Classic. Shots off the mark. Stuck there in that corner. We're going to see who was touched by last. And it looks like it will stick with Dorman. A few states represented here in the FBI Classic. North Carolina, South Carolina, obviously. Tennessee, Georgia, Florida. So a nice melting pot of basketball teams here throughout the southeast area. The Cavaliers looking to get an opening round win. Here's a southpaw three-pointer on the way. It's off the mark, and it's going to be Rocky River with the rebound. Coming back and stealing that one. Quan Green. They work it inside to the big fella. He loses it on the power dribble attempt, but Green picks it up. Shot looks good off the hands, but will not fall there for Harris Finley. Spin move, and it's going to be a blocking foul. That will go against Rocky River. And have a trip to the free throw line there. You see what the official saw. Good call there. Feet were not set. It's Bryson Woodruff at the free throw line. Woodruff, the 6-foot junior. Can't get that one to go either, but Dorman comes up with the offensive rebound. So we've broken the seal on the scoreboard. It is a 1-0 game in favor of Dorman. I'm going to reset things. Rocky River holding solid after giving up that offensive rebound. Miscommunication. Woodruff wasn't even looking for it. Rocky River coming the other way. And one. Going coast to coast. Nice job of initiating the contact and then being able to finish there for number 11. That's Raekwon Brown. And getting the bounce. Raekwon Brown is just a freshman for Coach Oscar Walker and the Ravens. This is the back end for the potential three-point play, but still a 2-1 advantage in favor of Rocky River. Woodruff with the one free throw on the board for Dorman. Rocky River frustrated with that foul call there. There was definitely contact on the play, so a good call by the official, but even Rocky River realizes the high degree of difficulty on that shot. So instead of letting a tough shot go up and getting ready to rebound it, they're going to see Harris Finley go to the line and knock down the first free throw. Finley, the 5'9" sophomore. So he'll split a pair, it's tied at 2. Rocky River was at the Chick-fil-A Classic that we broadcasted last week. Was unable to see them play in person. They had a main gym and an auxiliary gym going. They were in an auxiliary gym for their games. My first time seeing Rocky River take the court, tied up at 2 apiece versus the Cavs. Finley gonna try the three-pointer. No good on the shot. Rocky River wanted to walk there, but instead it's gonna be a bucket there for number 23, Jordan McFadden. So a couple sophomores here in the mix in this starting lineup for Dorman. Coached by head coach Thomas Ryan. Also tournament director here for the FBI Classic. Coach does a great job here with the facilities, the hospitality for the teams, the itinerary of events throughout the days. Sure, he doesn't care about any of that right now, as he has the tournament director hat off, the head coach hat on, trying to get a victory here against Rocky River. They're coached by Oscar Walker, his second year with the Ravens. Couple substitutions set to come in for each squad. We're gonna have a trip to the free throw line here for Anthony Sally III. We're still waiting to see number 22, Keon Wesley. Player with injuries from multiple Division I schools. The fact that I haven't seen a number 22 yet tells me that even though I wasn't given any sort of update, Wesley might be out, might be sitting this one out. I'll try to find out more about that at halftime, but too good of a player not to be playing yet, so that's probably a safe assumption. We're tied up at 4 apiece. Trying to force a 5-second violation. Nice beat defense on the ball by Elijah Sidbury. Then gets over there, cut the baseline off. Sidbury, a sophomore, pushes it ahead. Initial attempt's no good. Second one is blocked. Trying to work hard for a third. Dorman having none of it is going to be pulled out of there by number 12, Chandler Lindsay. Miles Tate with it. Pass inside to the big fella. Has that shot blocked initially. That was number 5, Damari Sexton. Coach Ryan wanted to travel. Instead is going to be a foul that will send Rocky River to the free throw line. Number 20, Albert Horn Jr. Senior knocks down the first free throw. So a 5-4 game, not quite an offensive barn burner just yet. But both teams trying to get loose out there. Figure each other out. And then even once you've done that, just trying to execute and see more shots fall. 1 point advantage now for Rocky River. Sidbury brings it across. Now I'll get it over to the wing. They were looking inside initially there for Horn Jr. As he'll get it back to Sidbury. Sidbury directing traffic. And there's number 22, Keon Wesley. So Wesley out there on the floor for Rocky River. He's got interest from East Carolina, College of Charleston, and Wright State. Out there guarding the ball now. Three from the top of the key is good. Score that one for Bryson Woodruff. Woodruff with 4 points. So we'll have a turnover. So Dorman trying to follow that Woodruff three-pointer up. So we take a look at it. Instant replay, the southpaw stroke is good. Tickling the nets here at Dorman Arena. Ties us up at 7 apiece. As that turnover comes right back. And it'll be Rocky River's ball. Final 15 seconds or so here in the first quarter. Oh, Cookies. And able to keep it in bounds. There is Miles Tate. Tate hangs in the air, has that one swatted out of there by Damari Sexton. And so that is going to do it for the first quarter. Thanks for joining us here on SUVtv. We get ready for the second quarter here at the Farm Bureau Insurance Classic.
Put the lights on the tree. Put them on the tree. Put them on the tree. Put the ribbon on the wreath. Put it on the wreath. Put it on the wreath. Put the lights on the tree. Put them on the tree. Put them on the tree. Put the lights on the tree.
Seven to 7 is your score as we get ready to start the second quarter. I'm sure neither coach expected or would have willingly signed up for being, having 7 points be their point total at the end of this first quarter, but that's how the game goes. They can only lay it out for the players to play it out, and right now, between the Cavaliers and the Ravens, we have a 7 to 7 game. Foul called on the floor as they work it inside to Albert Horn Jr. Checking back in for Dorman, it'll be number 20, Reggie Jones. Another steal. Nice hands being shown by Miles Tate. He drops it off to Finley. Finley will pull it back out. Didn't like what he had going. Now they get it to McFadden. Finley driving and the easy lay in. Left hand, left side for Finley. That attempt by Wesley is going to be blocked. Dorman with a 2-point advantage. McFadden gets it back out to Finley. So nice stop there. Trying to save it, they go behind the back. Nice hustle there by Damari Sexton, as it was Dorman that touched it last. So possession for Rocky River. Two, just over 6 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Elbow jumper. That one's off to the left. Rebound by Reggie Jones. Finley ahead to Woodruff. Hit him right in stride. Woodruff can't get the three-pointer to go. Keon Wesley sets the screen. Going to create a jumper opportunity there for number 11, Raquan Brown. And Brown makes the most out of it. Splashing the mid-range J. This time is in time to down low to McFadden. This is Wesley with the steal. Using that long wingspan to bring that one in. Ball's loose. Both teams hitting the deck hard for the 50-50 ball. We are tied up at 9 apiece, just under the 5-minute mark, and we're going to have a trip to the line here for Keon Wesley, the 6'8" senior. Wesley knocks down the first free throw. Second one on the way. The Ravens claim the lead by a modest advantage, but any advantage in this game so far has been of that variety. Neither team really giving a lot of leeway to the other. Call for the foul there is Tyreek Haywood. He's not happy for the call, but the officials are being consistent in terms of, how they're calling the game. You just got to move your feet and be smart there. That player was up against the sideline, really nowhere to go. Understand him trying to pressure him into a turnover, but that was an easy foul for the official to make. Call for him to make, I should say. You score that one, it almost looked like Wesley might have accidentally blocked that one in. He was just going to block it. Ends up going in anyway. That one off the face of Sally III. And back over to Dorman. We're tied at 11, checking back into the game for the Cavaliers. Number 5, Tyson McLean. Active hands there by Rocky River, but McLean comes away with it. That attempt is blocked. Blocked by the rim there on that second. Third one is good. Counted for number 24, Daquan Green. Before we can even credit Green for his bucket on one end, it's Raekwon Brown pushing the envelope on the other and getting sent to the line. Freshman has a knack for getting to the stripe. Imagine that knack will only develop even more over the next few years for Coach Walker and the Ravens. Ball going to be lost out of bounds off the foot of Jeffrey Rondo. Pretty good crowd on hand here for this Dorman versus Rocky River hoops matchup. I'd imagine the Burns versus Seneca game coming up after this one also having some effect on the crowd that we see building. Dorman gets it in. Finley trying to go to work inside. Stopped initially, has that one partially blocked. Wesley trying to get that pass, but Daquan Green steals it and lays it in on the other end. Green making it 15-12. Nice defense and good pass ahead. Tough play right there. Nice pass ahead by Finley. Chandler Tate making that shot a little harder than it had to be. You go up with the left on the left side. Or in worst case scenario, they might have gotten back in time to block it, but it didn't look like that. Foul was going to send Harris Finley to the line. Timeout on the floor. 2:22 remaining here in the second quarter. We're going to take a timeout as well. When we get back, more FBI Classic here from Dorman Arena. ready to get back to the action. Finley at the free throw line. Swishes the first one through. Finley misses the second. Freshman Raquan Brown. They weren't good on it initially, but stuck with it and made it work. The Ravens pull to within 2. Under 2 minutes now remaining here in the first half. Kicked out to the top of the key. They call it a foul on the defense. So that's going to be an and one there for Daquan Green. Green, a chance for the three-point play the hard way. Let's take a look. You see him turning the corner. Player appears to be in position. I don't know. Looked like he was there, might have moved that right foot at the last second. But looked like he was there in time. And again, we do that just for clarity up here, not to second guess the official. He has to make it at a much quicker game speed than us being able to slow it down and look at it. That three-pointer off the mark as we are under the minute mark. Five-point advantage for Dorman. Strong take to the cup. It won't fall. Pass up ahead. Got up towards that rim a lot quicker than initially anticipated. As we have Rondo have a seat there for Rocky River. They'll inbound it along the baseline. And the freshman continuing to make plays. There for Rocky River. None other than Raquan Brown. Lost footing, but Dorman hasn't lost possession yet. I'm going to say last touched by Rocky River. Dorman with 6 seconds to work with. Finley has it. Step back. Doesn't take the jumper. And so that is going to do it for the first half. Appreciate you joining us here on SUVtv. And so does Raquan Brown. He's focused on the game at hand, but he knows you're seeing that swish come through wherever you're watching this one. We'll be back after halftime. 19-17.
seconds inbound pass to Marbury. As he works on the defense of Johnson, dribbles by Robinson, takes it to the baseline, running jump shot, good! 2 seconds left.
Put the lights on the tree. Put them on the tree. Put them on the tree. Put the ribbon on the wreath. Put it on the wreath. Put it on the wreath. Put the lights on the tree. Put them on the tree. Put them on the tree. Put the lights on the tree.
And basketball fans, welcome back to Dorman Arena as we get ready to bring you the second half, starting with the third quarter here. The Rocky River Ravens trailing by 2 to the host Dorman Cavaliers. Ball's going to be thrown into Harris Finley. Finley guarded by Jeffrey Rondo. Now you look at that first half, points were hard to come by. We're already off to a better start here in this third quarter, as that first three-pointer is going to be knocked down here just seconds into the third quarter. 17-22 in favor of Dorman. That shot's off the mark, going to be knocked out of bounds. Looked like it was touched last by McFadden for Dorman. So Rocky River to inbound it there along the baseline. Strong drive hanging in the air. can't get the shot to go, and we'll see who it was touched by last. They're going to say touched by Rocky River. So Woodruff will throw it in for Dorman. We'll see if this is full court pressure applied by Rocky River or if it's just some token pressure. Not really picking them up full court. Finley has it. He's double teamed. Able to tightrope that sideline. Trying to get 2 3-pointers here in the second half. Mission accomplished. 8-point game after Dorman comes out with 2 trifectas to start the third quarter. Rocky River tries to answer back with one, and they do. Score that one for number 12. That's Anthony Sally Jr. Anthony Sally the third. That is. Apologies to the Sally family. He is a junior. Big difference between those two. The difference between these two teams, 5 points. Dorman Cavaliers with the advantage. Finley guarded by Raekwon Brown, the talented freshman for Rocky River. Now they work it inside. Dorman showing good patience. Really been an easy decision to make. Nothing has been there so far this possession, so why not dial up another 3-pointer? As the 3 ball continues to fall here in the third quarter. That one's knocked away and the Cavaliers are running. 3-on-1 break, dropped off. And they are fired up here at Dorman Arena. As they have extended it out to a 10-point advantage. That 3 ball is a big reason why. You take a look at Tyson McLean, the 6-foot junior, knocking that one down. And the play behind it is what I loved about that is Bryson Woodruff made sure he made that defender commit before he dropped that pass off. Dorman makes it a 20-30 advantage here with 5:40 remaining in the third quarter. Take a look at the brackets and the context of this bracket based on this matchup. The winner of this game will actually play the winner of the game that will follow this one. Here in the Bojangles boys bracket, Dorman will actually play the winner of Spring Valley and Shiloh, which was Shiloh. So it's the Bojangles bracket. Dorman trying to win this one. Whoever wins it between Dorman and Rocky River, they will play Shiloh High School out of Snellville, Georgia, after they were able to defeat Spring Valley earlier today. Working there along the baseline, and looked like he was rewarded a little bit of a continuation there as well. Nice move inside. It's not easy to be able to score back to the basket, but footwork is key. And the appropriate call there, as he had already gathered and was going up for the shot when the foul was committed. So that 3-point play the hard way makes it 23-30, but Dorman has numbers the other way, and it's McFadden getting it done. You'll take any bonus attributes from your big man, but you like him to run the floor, take up space, make shots harder for others, and finish when you set the table for him to do so. McFadden doing just that for Dorman. Here comes Rocky River the other way. Might have waited too long to get to him is what I was going to say, but Dorman was grabbing it out of the net, so obviously it worked out well for Rocky River. We'll have a foul here. Checking back into the game for Dorman. It'll be number 20, Reggie Jones, and number 3, Chandler Tate. Cavaliers have a 7-point advantage. Here's a three-pointer from the corner. It's missed. You got Ravens all over the glass there. And so we will have a trip to the free throw line for number 32. Tyreek Haywood, foul's going to go against Reggie Jones. Been a good couple days to be a Raven. Rocky Rivers out of North Carolina, the Baltimore Ravens with an upset victory over the Steelers yesterday. That essentially put the Steelers out of the playoffs. So what hasn't been too good of a season for Baltimore, if you enjoy playing the role of spoiler, a win to be able to hang the hat on some sort of positive note as Baltimore gets ready to wrap up the season. That's NFL. This is high school basketball, and you've got two teams fighting at it to get this one. Dorman not happy about the foul call there. They thought that Tyson McClain had ripped it clean. Officials saw it otherwise. And so that foul will go against Dorman. Their 4th team foul here in the 3rd quarter, under the 5-minute mark. Raekwon Brown will be called for the double dribble. Tate over to McFadden. One of the things I like about McFadden is that the big fella doesn't try to do too much. He gets the ball, secures it, gets it to his guards. If he's in a good radius to finish, he doesn't have a problem doing that, but you won't see him doing too much. It's effective at what he does for this Dorman team. Stepping through there, valiant effort, but that one smacked against the glass by Haywood. Rocky River coming the other way. And it's Dorman running with it now. Changing hands from right to left there on that play was Reggie Jones. Couldn't get the shot to go. Now here's Raekwon Brown. His shot attempt is thwarted there by a host of Cavaliers. And back and forth we've gone over the past couple possessions. No points though. Trying to force a pass that wasn't there was Finley. Stolen by the Ravens. Muscling up, but still leaving it short there on the inside was Albert Horn Jr. Persistence pays off as the Ravens stick with it and come away with the deuce, 27-32. Coming up on the 3-minute mark. Jumper along the baseline, no good. Here's McFadden, he rebounds and has it blocked by Raekwon Brown. Referees letting him play there. McFadden, pass ahead to Finley. Finley, nice move, kind of cradled it in the left hand like he was gonna drop it off to McFadden. Laid it up with the right, but couldn't lay it in as it wouldn't fall for him. So Rocky River here on the offensive end. Three-pointer is no good initially, but Raekwon Brown chases it down, and looks like we're going to have a timeout called by Coach Oscar Walker. Full timeout, so we'll take it with them. We'll be back at the Farm Bureau Insurance Classic here after this commercial break. Rocky River to throw the ball in. As we are back from the timeout, approaching the 2-minute mark, 5-point advantage for Dorman. In need of a lifeline there, and moving the pivot foot was Elijah Sidbury. The sophomore with nowhere to go with the Dorman defender, causing him to pick up that dribble and the half-court line, serving as the other defender. Was looking for help, but Dorman forced the turnover before he could get it. Under 2 minutes now. Dorman looking to add to the 5-point cushion. Pass to the corner. Nice ball movement here, this possession by Dorman. You're happy with that shot. You want the outcome for it to be a made one if you're Coach Ryan, but the ball movement got you the look you want. If you're Rocky River, you got the stop you needed. We'll see if they can follow it up with a bucket. That three-pointer off the mark. Offensive rebound there by Tyreek Haywood. Haywood, 6'5" junior. Misses the first free throw. Interesting, here in this third quarter, Dorman has committed 5 team fouls. Rocky River has not committed 1 here in this third quarter. I think if Rocky River can continue to get more trips to the line and take advantage of those, and the second I say that, might have been the broadcaster's jinx. As not only does Rocky River commit their first team foul of the third quarter, but it's an and one. It's going to send McFadden to the line. Gave McFadden credit. Just does what he needs to do for Dorman. The lead is now 7. Wesley. Now that's some of what the Division I schools that have expressed interest in them, that's some of what they see. Mention those schools as East Carolina, College of Charleston, and Wright State. But answering right back is Woodruff. Bryson Woodruff. The Ravens come right back. 36-32 now. It was 7-7 to end the first quarter. Now both teams going on a little bit of a back and forth scoring surge, but a foul going to go against Rocky River on the loose ball. Talked about the 6'8" senior, Keon Wesley. Silky smooth stroke from the outside. Three seconds to work with. Finley splits the defense, kicks it out. Good look. And this Dorman arena was about to erupt if they could have knocked that one down to go into the quarter break. Good looking breakdown of the defense by Finley. He kicked it out. Shots no good, but Dorman has to feel good about the way they ended the third quarter. We will be back after this short break.
For riding shotgun with a gunslinger. Tough questions for football tough guy Brett Favre.
Dear Brett, I have a truck, so people always ask me to help them move. What should I do? First, Go to favrates.com for a great auto quote from Farm Bureau. Then tell people you'll help them move as long as you can move in with them. Problem solved.
Great answer. Get your quote with local agents, great rates, and fast claims at favrates.com from Farm Bureau Insurance.
Fourth quarter has begun here in Spartanburg. Wesley tries this one inside the three-point line there. It won't go, and the ball will go back to Dorman. 4-point game in favor of the Cavaliers. Both teams playing for a chance to stay on the winner side of the bracket and face off against the Shiloh Generals tomorrow. Ball's on the floor, trying to get a timeout. There was Tyson McLean, but a jump ball called before either side could establish possession. Woodruff to throw it in. Finley guarded by Sidbury. Now he gets it over to the wing. Foul going to go against Rocky River, number 12, Anthony Sally III. Sally III doesn't want to go to the bench, but he's going to have to. There as he picks up that foul. Just over 7 minutes remaining. Sidbury now called for the foul. And if you're Rocky River, you did a good job, in my opinion, preserving their fouls there in that third quarter. Now they have 4 team fouls, the last 2 just unnecessary. Sidbury's too good of an on-ball defender to pick up that last foul he picked up. Strong take and finish there by Reggie Jones. Jones makes it a 6-point game. Wesley for 3. This one's off to the left. Finley knifing through black jerseys. Can't get that shot to go. Foul on the rebound attempt. I believe he's going to go against Reggie Jones. The 16th foul against Dorman. Rocky River, 1 foul against Dorman away from being in the penalty and being able to shoot free throws from here on out. That would help their plight as they look to close this gap, which hasn't been really daunting at any point. It's been just enough, but McFadden says, I appreciate the credit for me staying in my lane and not doing too much, but I wanted to show you I got this in my repertoire as well. He knocks down the 10-footer, but Rocky River answers right back. McFadden trying to go back-to-back there. Floater could have been easily called an and one there. Sidbury with a nice bucket. We'll have a timeout. Let's take a look at a couple replays while we wait. You're going to see Jordan McFadden, the 6'5" sophomore, knock down that jumper. He's been rebounding and doing what he does inside for the majority of this game. There he gets the jumper to fall, and then let's take another look at that Elijah Sidbury. Now this is an and one. Give the little fella his and one. You see him fouled on that play by Reggie Jones. He just plays through it and gets it done here for Rocky River. Five minutes, 15 seconds left to play in this one. We look at some of the other matchups that have completed and will come up tomorrow. You'll have Wellington out of Florida taking on Hillcrest. Wellington with Trent Frazier, player that's already been offered by Kansas State as well as Illinois. Others in pursuit as well. They'll take on Hillcrest, a team that always competes here in South Carolina. Sneaking in the back door and getting that easy lay-in. Easy button lay-in there for Dorman. Pushes it back to 6. Long rebound, Kareem's out there to Sidbury. Sidbury gets the step, has that one knocked against the glass. Nice defense there by Woodruff. Sidbury steps in and gets the offensive foul. Gets it to go his way, I should say. And that's what I talked about minutes ago, where I said Sidbury was too good of an on-ball defender to pick up that sloppy foul that he picked up. They're just moving his feet. And even if you would take the call the other way, it just shows the kind of foot speed he has, his ability to get that call. Stayed in front of a crafty Harris Finley here for Dorman. Nice use of the pivot foot. Shot won't go though. Woodruff with the rebound for Dorman. Still leading by 6 as we approach the 4-minute mark. Poked away, but Dorman regains possession. Reggie Jones has to burn a timeout after picking up his dribble there. Just a 30-second timeout. This Farm Bureau Insurance Classic, no stranger to talented players and teams. You look at some of the FBI Classic alums playing at various levels. Think of Romello Trimble, the talented point guard from Maryland, played at Bishop O'Connell there in high school. Had him here at Dorman Arena. Sindarius Thornwell, member of the University of South Carolina Gamecocks, who are currently undefeated. Look at Kennedy Meeks, the big man for North Carolina. LJ Peak playing well for the Georgetown Hoyas. He and Gaffney were here at the FBI Classic, and the list goes on. We appreciate you joining us here for this year's installment. As Dorman trying to hold on here with a 6-point advantage over Rocky River. Defense by Rocky River inside. Here's Sidbury using the screen. That shot off the side of the backboard. A power dribble and going up is Albert Horn Jr. He will shoot 2. First one's good. Second one bounces around, it won't fall. Horn Jr. has a putback attempt, but can't hold on to it. We'll go back to Dorman, 3:20 on the clock. A lot of air under that pass, luckily for Dorman. It made it to its intended recipient there in Kamal DeSore. So Dorman not really playing stall ball per se. They're looking for a good shot, but not trying to rush anything if one's not available, but they get it stolen away, able to reach in and take it from a guard. There is Albert Horn Jr. Fouled on the drive attempt. It's number 23, no 23 listed here. So we'll have to get that discrepancy in the book taken care of. Foul going to go against Rocky River, their 5th team foul. So 2 fouls away from it being a penalty situation. It gives Dorman free throws. Dorman already with 9 team fouls, so Rocky River will shoot free throws. Nice take. You're supposed to get that home roll there. The home rims not doing DeQuan Green right there on that last take. As Rocky River pushes it the other way, gets a score. We've got a 3-point game, 2 minutes, 21 seconds remaining. Thanks for joining us here on SUVtv. We'll be back to finish this one here from Dorman Arena.
For riding shotgun with a gunslinger. Tough questions for
Crunch
football
time
tough guy Brett
here at
Favre.
the FBI Classic.
Dear Brett,
2 minutes,
I have a
21
truck,
seconds.
So people always ask me to help
and
them
counting.
move. What should I do?
Remaining here in this one,
First,
Dorman gets
go
it
to
across the
favorites.com
timeline,
for
fresh
a great
out of
auto
the
quote
timeout.
from Farm Bureau. Then tell
For them to
people
spread it
you'll
out,
help them
try
move
to take off
as
a
long
good
as you can move in with them.
20 to 30
Problem
seconds
solved.
per possession.
Great answer.
If not more.
Get your quote with local agents, great rates, and fast claims at favorites.com. From Farm
Oh,
Bureau
knocked away.
Insurance.
Finley gets it, takes a couple hands to the face. Players going for the ball. Coach Ryan making his case with the official. Knows that one is done, but kind of lobbying for that next call. Foul going to go against Rocky River there, their 6th team foul. Talked about Dorman, running 20 to 30 seconds off the clock for each possession. They got the ball when it was 2:21 remaining here in the game. Now you see minute 25 and counting. So making the most out of this time. We'll see how long Rocky River goes before they foul. Good job by Coach Walker, really forcing the issue in terms of his team moving their feet, being opportunistic, trying to force a turnover. They're right where they need to be in terms of being able to foul, which they have 16 fouls, so the next one will be a free throw shooting situation. So if they need to extend the game at any point in time by fouling and sending Dorman to the line, they're in a position to do so. But there they almost came up with the steal just by moving their feet playing defense. I would imagine Coach Walker will have them try that at least for another few seconds. Is that foul there by Horn Jr. was a little bit premature. I think Coach wanted them to play for the turnover a little longer, I should say, instead of throwing the more in front of there. So at the line, Harris Finley. Splashes the first one through. Finley's second one is good. He makes it a 5-point game. Got a timeout on the floor, 1 minute, 6 seconds. 3-point advantage for Dorman. Rocky River is right there. Not out of this game by any stretch of the imagination. 1 minute, 6 seconds remaining. That is plenty of time in a basketball game. So far, Dorman has done a good job of spreading things out and being able to earn either some trips to the free throw line or more time running off the clock. But with the way Rocky River has tried to defend the past few possessions, I think if you're Dorman, you're not going to be able to just rest on that 44 spot on the scoreboard, whether it come through free throws or another bucket from the field. You're going to have to be able to get another score here to be able to fend off the Ravens. They get it in. Stuck in a tough spot there. They're going to have to burn a timeout. So the Rocky River defense trying to make things difficult for Dorman. We'll take a short break. Be back with the final minute and 2 seconds.
Seconds inbound pass to Marbury as he works on the defense of Johnson, dribbles by Robinson, takes it to the baseline, running jump shot, good! 2 seconds left.
Ready to inbound the ball. Dorman with it. They get it into Finley. No Rocky River foul yet. Looks like they're going to try to play it honest and come up with the steal. They do, behind the back. And the lay-in is scored. Getting the steal and converting is number 5, Demore Sexton. But Dorman answers right back. Here's Wesley coming right at the Cavalier defense. He's fouled on the play. (43-46). Is your score. You saw the steal in the finish by DeMaurice Sexton. They didn't get back, and Dorman beat them to the punch, laid it in on the other end to make it 46-43. Rocky River can pull to within one if Keon Wesley can knock down this second free throw. And he does. 1 point game, and Rocky River will go ahead and foul. See the Rocky River strategy here. They could have played for a steal for a few more seconds prior to committing that foul, but coach wants to go ahead and put Dorman on the line, make them try to finish them off, and they're going to try to do it from the free throw line. And they're going to say last touch by Rocky River, so Dorman's ball. Sitbury called for the foul against Finley. See that big play a few minutes ago there by DeMaurice Sexton. Goes behind the back twice in order to avoid Dorman trying to steal it back, then had to get that layup in time to not have it swatted against the glass as well. Timely bucket there. First free throw good by Finley. Can't get the second one to go, and a rebound pulled out of there by Albert Horn Jr. Raekwon Brown has the ball. Try to get it into Horn Jr. Horn Jr. called for a travel. Horn Jr. called for a travel. We got to take a look at that one. So he has it there. I couldn't tell if he did that little hop before he put it on the floor or not. Hard call to make. So we're going to have a Rocky River foul. Let's take one more look at it. I think the official got it right. The view is obstructed a little bit there on his left foot, but it did look like that left foot came up before he had actually put the ball on the floor. First free throw was missed by Finley. Finley hits the second to make it a three-point game with 18.5 seconds remaining. Rocky River needs a three to stay. Will they go for the quick deuce with a foul to extend the game? Or will they go ahead and try to tie it with a three? That question will be answered. But first, a word from our sponsors.
Put the lights on the tree. Put them on the tree. Put them on the tree. Put the ribbon on the wreath. Put it on the wreath. Put it on the wreath. Put the lights on the tree. Put them on the tree. Put them on the tree. Put the lights on the tree.
Marcus Burnett back here at Dorman Arena. As you see Coach Thomas Ryan making sure he got the last part of his message out to his players. He and his staff will be here with good hospitality, making sure the tournament runs smoothly all the way up until the championship game. He's trying to make sure his Cavaliers are active participants in that game. They're a few seconds away from trying to hold on to this one. Rocky River looks like they're going for the 3 route. They haven't went for the quick 3, and a good heads-up play there by Finley. What he chose to do was wait for Wesley to step inside the 3-point line, and as soon as he did, he fouled him. That's a good heads-up play. You know, you've heard the debate between an instance like this where a team can tie with the 3. Do you go ahead and foul and make sure they have to try to go for the 2 points from the free throw line versus giving them a chance to shoot the 3? And it's tough because that foul, if you're going to go the route of fouling to make sure they go for the 2 instead of the 3, you got to make sure they're at a certain point on the court to where that doesn't backfire. Finley did just that. So even though the 2 free throws are made, it's still a 1-point advantage. Finley did a good job getting rid of it quickly. Here to Reggie Jones. A quick touch pass over to his teammate, and we're getting ready for the next game. Jones holds on to it, so he'll go to the line. Free throw in and out. Shots up, and it just misses. So Dorman escapes with a 48-47 victory here at the Farm Bureau Insurance Classic. We appreciate you joining us here on SUVtv. One more game coming up, Burns versus Seneca. We'll be back with that game in minutes.